Thank you, Lauren and Greg. During the summertime, we host a lot of get-togethers here at Gracie Mansion to thank various people for all that they do for this city. And I don't think there's anyone who deserves a bigger thank you than tonight's guest of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor now to present New York's distinguished junior senator, the second most famous person in her family after Chelsea, and the second most famous senator out of Illinois after Abraham Lincoln. A good friend, a dedicated servant of the people of New York, and most importantly, a great American, Hillary Clinton.
It is so great to be here, and I thank each and every one of you for coming tonight. It really is a wonderful way to be welcomed home. I want to thank the cast of Hair. Like the mayor, I saw Hair long before you were born, and hair has been a theme in my life ever since, and so I'm thrilled you're here. I want to thank Chevy Chase for making us laugh and making us feel better about life on so many different occasions, and for being such a great friend to us. You can imagine how nervous I was when Barbara Walters got up and said she was going to tell you things you didn't know. Well, thankfully she kept olive burgers, which I can live with. But Barbara, thank you for being here, and thanks for your pioneering work as a woman in journalism, because you really transcended so far beyond what was expected. I also want to thank two extraordinary people whom all of you just heard from, who I admire so greatly. Lauren and Greg Manning are among the real heroes in my life. And I am so grateful to them for their example and for their friendship. And I thank them for being invited and coming tonight to be part of this. I am honored to have so many elected officials here tonight. I couldn't possibly mention everyone because there are just so many of you, my friends, my colleagues, with whom I have worked so closely and look forward to working closely again. But I want to recognize our governor, David Patterson, who is working so hard on our behalf. And I am very, very proud of David and his willingness to tackle some very big challenges. And of course, my friend and colleague, our senior senator, Senator Schumer, who's here. Thank you so much. Now, it is rare that anybody ever renders Chuck speechless. I'm sure some of you have noticed that. Well, I just was in the middle of a conversation between David and Chuck. And the governor said, "We had dinner the other night." And Chuck said, "Yeah, I paid for it. I left the check on the table for a long time." And David said, "I didn't see it." Touche, Governor, touche. Now, I am so grateful to the mayor for his leadership of our city, for his extraordinary advocacy on behalf of so many of the important causes and issues that New Yorkers are committed to. And I was very touched by Mike's concern for me over these last months, ever since the campaign ended. I was really moved that he wanted to talk about the campaign. What happened, how it happened, how you did it, what was the reaction that you got, what was effective and what wasn't effective, what worked in advertising and in direct mail. And he was so interested in me that I was just transformed. I've always liked him, but my gosh, I felt so special. And I noticed all through the conversation, he was taking notes and Kevin was recording it. So I know that somewhere all this information will be put to good use. But it is a joy to be here, and I am so grateful for the support that I received from all of you. Many of you campaigned for me, many of you contributed, many of you were there as strong supporters, not only in New York, but around the country. And I saw you, and I will never forget the extraordinary commitment that you made to our campaign. It has been an honor and a privilege to have run as a senator from New York for the presidency. And I was so proud as I went around the country to talk about New York and to, I hope, maybe dispel some myths and disabuse people of some of their inaccurate information about our city and our state. So it was in all ways an extraordinary and incredibly personal honor. And I now am out, as many of you are, campaigning for Senator Obama, working to try to make sure that we can carry on this campaign and the causes and the issues that are near and dear to us. So for me, being here at Gracie Mansion on what is a beautiful August night, with so many of my friends, catching up with all of you, knowing that many of you put your ideas and your requests on hold, and now the hold is off, and I am open for business 100% of the time, and really looking forward to working with you on behalf of this city and state that we love. There isn't any place like us in the world. So thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor.
Fun, and it's only going to get better with Hillary back in the Senate full-time and New York's lineup at full strength. There's no telling how much we can achieve. Now, as you know, New York's economy is headed for some tough times, but that's not going to stop us from pushing forward. It's not going to stop us from pursuing the things that are as important to New Yorkers as good schools, safe streets, and good jobs. We've made incredible progress in each area. And now, with Hillary back on the job, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's right, ain't no stopping us now.